One dad's in a new game and feels bad for his friend. Hollow Knight's played at a sleepover. Dad wonders when it'll end. Cheats help a dad get through Final Fantasy VIII. And the dads try some pumpkin beers, hoping for something great.
Hey.
Welcome to New Dad Gaming.
Adult beverages are poured. The kids are asleep. Welcome to New Dad Gaming. It's a show about fatherhood, gaming, and new fathers figuring out their gaming lives.
My name is Trevor, and I have a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old.
And I'm Jeff. I have a 15-year-old and a 12-year-old.
Each week, we try to show that just because you became a dad
Does not mean it's game over.
And I don't know if we're trying to, pay for the sins of summer by putting ourselves through some purgatory. But so I think generally what happened is Jeff. Sorry, I should barely lead. Jeff and I are gonna be trying pumpkin beers. We are in October. Each year we try to kind of angle around this one, and we've dedicated ourselves again. Let's get some pumpkin beers going. See what's like the latest out there. And I wonder if it's sort of paying for the sins of our summers past, where we had a fantastic summer of beers, only to now arrive. It's like, all right, well, time to put in the work. Try some of the weird ones and see what we can find.
I'm hoping technology has advanced in pumpkin brewing and that we can get some upgraded ones in our picks this year, so we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think that we've discussed it formally, but I do feel like we're just going to do beers weekly because it has been popular with the listeners. I enjoy it greatly. I think you do as well. I'm not sure. Don't want to pressure you.
Yeah. Hold on.
Please, no.
No, it definitely works, and I think it's again, we're just spreading awareness in some of these things. Good, bads, uglies.
Exactly. So, apropos of nothing, we had come up with the idea. Okay, it's October. Pumpkin beer is on the surface incredibly weird. There's no getting around it. Head to the beer store, grab whatever pumpkin beers you can. Accidentally, Jeff and I both picked up the exact same one, and decided, okay, we crack this open, sight unseen, for. As to kick off the thing. We're in the same place, but I want to hear it from you. Like, what is your feeling as you look at this pumpkin beer can?
Do you know what my feeling is when I look down at it's 10%? Do you know
what
my feeling is?
What? No! That's such a bad idea.
No, I don't know. I did not see that. And actually, my 15-year-old picked it out because the label was cool. I was going to say the artwork on it is really cool. Like, that's the thing that's kind of taking me to it, but like it is like bedtime after this.
That's not beer. That's like scotch. Like that's like liquor. It's a whole different category of alcohol. God damn, it's so unnecessary.
So that's what. Yeah, I literally just saw that now. So we're getting these like live reactions again, just
so
for everybody out there.
Yeah, let me give it a bit of. So this is Flying Monkeys Craft Brewery Paranormal Imperial Pumpkin Ale. Goes with the cult of the pumpkin, pouring with an otherworldly orange glow, the subtle blend of ginger, cinnamon, and allspice swirl, and the metaphysical balance of the spirited imperial body of this 10% alcohol beer. Brewed with roasted pumpkin and spices, Paranormal's rich mouthfeel and slightly hazy body emerge from a realm where substance and shadow cross. God, look at the artwork's great. The brewery is cool. Like, I tend to be a fan of these guys anyways, but jeez, 10%, man. This is a terrible choice to start.
We'll turn into ghosts. I don't know. Let's see.
Okay, ready to crack it on air?
Yep.
All right, there we go. Trying to do. All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna see what you think.
Oh.
Oh man.
That is like the inside of a pumpkin.
Oh, the bitter. There's a bitter ending to it too. Oh man.
It kind of tastes like
cough syrup to me is like...
Yeah, like it's got a weird, but like almost like a pumpkin pie topping, like a...
Damn it. Just like...
Oh.
There's a sweetness to it. It's almost like there was a beer and then someone poured sugar into it after
Sugar
the
in
fact.
it, yeah. That's all it tastes is sugar, like a whipped cream almost. This is a lot. This is really gonna set the tone. It's not good on the second or third try.
No. It didn't help. We were getting so psyched up for it because it sounded like a funny idea at first, and then we bought these cans. You're like, oh no.
Yeah.
And this one,
yeah.
This
is definitely pumpkin-y. If you like your pumpkins,
I hate that. Man, I don't. Sorry, you go, please. If you like pumpkins, you go.
If you like pumpkins, this is definitely the one to get because it does taste like a pumpkin, right? Like there is no doubt about that. They've inserted pumpkin into this, but it is very sweet, and I don't think it's cold enough. Like I had this in the freezer, in the fridge before that, and I still don't think it's cold enough. Do you know what I mean? Like it has like a warm of it. I don't know. It's odd.
It's just funny because there's all that. It's a sweetness to it for sure. Again, like it's like they had a pumpkin beer, and then they after the fact poured sugar, or as you said, whipped cream. Your face.
Something.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
For audio listeners, if you can see the video of this on YouTube Live, like our facial reaction is telling a story. But then for me, what's so bizarre is after all that, the punch of sweetness comes like bitterness, like crazy bitterness on the aftertaste. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna be drinking this.
This is a lot. This is one that you should reserve for when we're in person because you.
So we can split the can.
Yeah, split the can and like I don't know, look at what color it is.
There's almost this promise when you like after the initial sip, like it's kind of floating around, and you're like, okay, you're kind of seeing these like flavors start to settle, and then it just goes to a dark place. It goes bad. Oh
wow. Okay, let's off to a bang.
Whew, that's 10% is just like that's unnecessary. That's so.
I think it's to eliminate your taste buds so that you don't taste anything else.
Oh. There's a second description on the can. It's back. Doused with exotic warm spices, this spirited imperial pumpkin ale evokes the aromas of pumpkin pie, graham cracker crust, and the toasty aura of autumn.
Okay, so it is like it's hitting that pumpkin pie-ness.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I have this one, and I'm putting a lot of faith in this one beer, where they have all these other like parts of it that I think they're gonna have it land. So anyways, look, we have a couple weeks of this. I think we'll find something good.
Not the specific one, but yes, a couple of weeks.
They can't all be winners. They just can't all be winners, right? Can't. And especially because it's so experimental. It's such a weird flavor. It's it's a root Is it considered a root vegetable? Well, I guess not, because it's not a root.
I'm not sure. I'm doubting everything right now.
It's probably a fruit, but I'm so like, I'm so taken out. Let's see, what kind of vegetable is pumpkin considered? I'm waiting to be told that it's a fruit. It's treated as a culinary vegetable due to its savory dishes and lower sugar content.
Okay.
I just want to make sure it wasn't like I called it a root, and that's absolutely not what it is. Anyways, yeah, bold start.
Bold start for sure. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, gaming dads out there, if you guys have come across a good pumpkin beer, send it on to the show. We'd love to hear it, so you can grab it at New Dad Gaming, newdadgaming.com.
Please.
October, buddy. It's away we go.
This is it.
Oh, now for myself, what was Halloween pumpkins evokes the idea of trick or treat, and a treat for myself was getting into a new game as far as Hades 2. Now, the interesting part is, this I brought this before the Jury of Dads, where this is the year of no new games for us, and not just purchasing games from, as in do not buy any games, but do not acquire any new games, because Epic throws a two free games every week, those type of things, right? So, but with that, the question was about Hades, and specifically Hades 2.
Yeah,
because last year I purchased Hades 2, and I even had it installed on my system, right?
Oh, wow.
Like it is ready to go, but at the time, what I came to realize is it's early access.
Yes.
So I did not want to play it until it was done. What I was concerned about is like I would go through it, I would beat it, and then come to learn like, oh, they changed the story like this. You have to like play it again. You know, like, Dad don't got time for that.
I was about to say, I'm like, you do not have time for that.
So,
no. Okay.
So I wanted to wait until I had the full done vision of what this game was going to be, right? And especially important to me because like Hades, the original, is one of my favorite games of all time, right? So I will explain legitimately what was going through my head as I was playing Hades 2.
Okay.
Right. And as I'm playing it, it's like, my God, is this the joy that Jeff would feel if he got to play Deliverance 2?
Oh, come on.
Come on. And I'm not making a joke. I swear to God, Jeff, I'm playing the first level. I'm deep in Hades. It is everything that the last game was as one of my favorite games. And the whole time just like, is this how happy Jeff could be if he could play some of his games?
I'm glad you're happy.
Yeah. First thought,
wow.
I'm not a goof, man. I swear to God, like that is the only thing I could think about because I was like, because it was just so perfect. And like, it's one of the harder things for this year of no games, which I think you'd attest to, is that when there is the sequel, when there's a continuation or something like that of something that we love so much, and it's like that I gotta hold off on. A new IP, you know, is what it is.
Yeah, you can stay away from it, kind of thing. But yeah, you know the taste of what you like, and you're like, hey, would you like seconds? And it's not a pumpkin beer; it's the seconds of something you like.
Something that's delicious.
So, yeah, no, I'm gonna live vicariously through you to experience something that is just builds better of what you already like. So that's awesome.
Oh,
that's great.
Yeah, so like the thing is, I'm playing on the live stream of the recording here. I'm playing Hades 1 just because I do not want to see anything spoilers. I've not seen yet of Hades 2. Like I'm avoiding videos and spoilers. Like it's just fantastic. Like I'm so stoked about it, and it's that gaming dad relief of, especially with something like a sequel. It would either be of something that you have been following for a long time and you just so badly want it to be good, or the sequel. It's like, please don't screw this up. Like, please, like I love this game so much. Please don't ruin it. So it's the joy and the relief and like the happiness with it. Like I am in heaven going through hell playing Hades 2. Like it's just stunning.
That's good. Like, does it? So in the first one, just to back up a bit, the first one you mentioned that they had like a dad mode.
Oh,
does this one have the same features?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
perfect.
Everything's fine. So they call it God mode, which it might have been the first one as well. But all it does is they start you off taking 20% less damage. And every time you die, and this is a roguelike, so you are supposed to die constantly.
Yeah.
And actually what's funny is like you really have to, because narratively that it's very important.
Right. Okay.
Because you have a home base or you have these other things, and you need to have that return so that you can interact with the characters and move the story forward.
Gotcha.
Like I'd have to search. I don't even know if it would let you beat the game one shot. I'd have to check. Yeah, that'd be fun. I'll watch some videos because somebody's good enough to do it.
Oh yeah, probably. It's like Demon Souls where they beat the first one that you're supposed to die to.
Yeah.
And then they're then you go to the main super boss and obviously die. So maybe it's similar.
But so it starts you off at 20%. It's called God mode, and then every time you die, it just adds 2% to your damage mitigation. I think upwards to 80. So eventually you could be taking 80% less damage, which
perfect.
That's initially I had thought like I was dying so often, and like I was worried I was going to miss some story in that like I was going to become like I was going to be able to actually beat it sooner than I should have been able to. However, like given how much more the game is kind of expanded and how bad I still am at it, like I'm already at like 40% damage mitigation.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
So, like I think they must have. They are clever. They're very good at telling a story using gameplay. So there's no way that they said, okay, if you most people have a reasonable chance of beating the game if they get to 60%. So let's make sure we get, this is now a guess on my part, but let's make sure that we get all the important story beats out of the way.
Yeah.
By the time they could possibly have gained like 40 additional like damage mitigation type of thing. But it's so great, man. It's just, all it is just this guarantee that, look, you're gonna beat it. Okay,
right.
like you're ramping up. You get, and it just helps too, because like it doesn't even necessarily take away from it thematically, because the whole point is that you are someone who's training and you're trying to overcome these odds. You're trying to like escape from hell and like beat these other kind of parts, and you would be getting stronger naturally, right? Like every single time you go through. So the thought that by the end of it, all it is kind of, it starts bleeding more into the power fantasy, where like on your last runs where you're like at 60% damage mitigation, you're like, yeah, I'm doing great. Like I'm beating everybody. So
right.
So it just, again, is telling of like how phenomenal this like series is. So stoked, man. And I swear to God, the very first thought, I'm in the levels and I'm like, oh, Jeff, the games you're missing. I just
you know what? I feel bad. I'm just gonna call it off. Jeff, go get your KCD2, please. Just go out, experience the joy that I'm having.
But would it be? What is? There's a couple of them, right? So there's you're holding off on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima. That's how it's called?
Yeah, the sequel. Yes, that just came out. Yep.
Isn't there one more sequel that you're also missing? Dad Packing Simulator.
Yes.
Death Stranding 2.
Death Stranding 2. Yeah.
So,
you know what, Trevor? You know what? You could just take your sequels. You could just take these sequels and just enjoy them. You just enjoy it. You have fun.
I'm gonna end up giving you a complex where it's like next year you're gonna like just stockpile sequels. Like anytime there's a chance for you to pre-order.
Yeah.
Like in case we pull this nonsense again of no purchase.
Right. Or like the kind of the going bet that we'll have is like no sequels. I'm like, fine, I don't care. Like I've got all my sequels already. So.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm very excited towards the latter half of the year. I think what we'll do is sometime in December, I think we'll decide what we're going to buy. Like we'll buy them, have them installed on our computer. And it's like that January 1st. Like it's here, hooray! We get into the new game.
Why are you staying up to midnight? Are you like New Year's Eve? No. I got like three games installed.
Everybody's around gathered around the TV watching the ball drop. Like 10, 9. You're just with your controller, like looking at your monitor. 5, 4, 3.
Perfect.
It's fabulous. Anybody who had played Hades, the original, curious about the second, knows you would not be surprised to learn it is absolutely stunning and phenomenal. So definitely a pickup. I'm so happy, Jeff. I'm sorry.
Good. I'm glad that you're happy.
You sounded really true on that one. So, now, another sequel that did come out, another thing you're not playing, although it doesn't necessarily seem like you're missing that much in this case.
Yeah.
Not because it's not good, but just because it's like punishingly difficult.
Yes.
Is Hollow Knight Silk Song. And I came to understand there was some sort of sleepover situation regarding Hollow Knight Sleepover in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, so again, I think last episode I talked about my 12-year-old that was playing Hollow Knight, or at least I said that they had beat it. That is untrue. They had not beat it. Their friend beat it.
Okay.
So, kind of explaining that to them, like I go back to my kids and be like, hey, this is what I talked about on the episode, whatever. And they're like, oh, well, that's not true. I'm like, okay, well, you need to write that wrong. I can't just be out here lying to people.
It's not a podcast, damn it.
Right? So my 15-year-old actually wants to get into Hollow Knight because they see all the craze over Silk Song. And so they dedicated, hey, if I play it with my 12-year-old, then we can work our way through Hollow Knight and get up to Silk Song. And then at Silk Song, like, let's, see if they want it for their birthday or whatever. So they said in order to speed run that, they are going to have a sleepover in the basement and game all night to try and beat Hollow Knight.
Oh, wow. That is so cool.
Yeah, so they were having a blast. It was awesome to hear, like, the laughs and, like, their, strategy talk. Like, oh, no, you gotta, like, swing from the ceiling to try and beat that boss, or go back and get that item and get a different power-up, whatever. So they thought they were kind of pulling one on Dad where it was like, oh, we're gonna have a sleepover and game in the basement. Is that okay? Whatever. I'm like, sure. I'm not sure. Have you got all your chores done? Meanwhile, I'm perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, you're like, this is a
I love it.
fantastic idea.
Yeah, so I was happy that they did that. That was kind of cool to see. They did not beat it, so they are close, quote unquote close. They actually were down here playing it before I kicked them out to record this. So they are upstairs playing it on the Switch portably. But it was awesome to see. It was just a cool thing. I remembered playing Super Metroid at my friend's house, and that kind of what it reminded me of, like this, Metroidvania, game, and staying up all night and playing it. So 100%. It was really neat to see.
Yeah, it's just encouraging. I mean, one thing we're constantly inundated with is no one hangs out anymore, and people don't have like meaningful friendships, and like there's no camaraderie.
Yeah.
Quick side note. What I do like is that we're still trying to drink the beer occasionally.
I'm trying.
And our faces just contort as the other one's talking. Like, nope, didn't get better.
Nope. No, it's getting worse, actually.
Yeah. But why I find that so encouraging is, again, the general theme out there is that people do not have friendships, they're not hanging out in person, everything is so online, blah, 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 blah. So to hear about like an old school gaming sleepover, and they pull a quote-unquote fast one on the parents, and they stay up all night, and they kind of like go through, like, how fantastic, man. Like, that is so awesome to hear.
Yeah, no, it was, again, very encouraging, like you said. And this is a single-player game. So they had enough self-control to kind of play quietly and peacefully together, knowing that they're not fighting over the next life or whatever to try and get in there and game against each other or with each other. So I thought it was great. I think it was a great experiment. They haven't really done that before. They've had sleepovers together, but never a gaming sleepover where they're kind of at their own... literally on their own devices and can go to bed whenever they want. So the next day wasn't too bad either. So they weren't cranky or...
They got to put on that good face. You're like, I don't know, sounds like you're kind of cranky.
Yeah, exactly. No. Did you beat it? Are you winning yet, son? Come on.
How's the game going, son?
Yeah.
Now, is this one that you're going to tap into when the new year comes around?
No.
That was a fun.
Just because we talked about like how Hades 2 has like a mode where it gives you the tools you need to beat it. Hollow Knight and Silksong do not unless you're modding it on PC. So this one is like a no-go for me. Like I don't think I could dedicate that much hand-eye coordination to something like this. I totally envy the ones that can do it, but I've seen some runs in this thing that just rival anything I've done in Dark Souls or Elden Ring, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't think it's for me. I will talk to my kids about it.
Yeah, I mean, that, geez, the mod would be interesting. So just like infinite lives and infinite health, and just let you kind of stomp around and enjoy the world.
I think
that'd
so.
Be kind of interesting.
Or like some of, more of the health bar, I guess. A lot of the enemies, like if you touch the enemy, like you get hit back and then it's a whole thing. If you mod out certain things that would help, that would be great. Of course, it's not built like that, right? So
it'd be a delicate modding to not like ruin anything. And for instance, the one thing I'd want to see, the one thing I have heard from reviews of it has been it's very cruel in its replaying. In the sense that, like, okay, so you have to get to the boss, you have to go through this hallway, and then go to this hallway, then you have to do this elevator, and then you have to do these, like, 6 rooms with 10 guys, and then you can play the boss. But then you lose to the boss.
Yeah.
And you have to do all of that again. And even Dark Souls never felt like that. Like Elden Ring at very least, where you would lose, but getting back to where you lost never felt particularly cruel. And this one does, and that is very anti-dad. My perspective.
Yeah, because even in Elden Ring, you could break it, right? You could just save up the runes and buy more, stat points and go back and brute force the thing. This one, you get items, but you're not really getting more tools to really defeat the enemies. I'm sure somebody can correct me, but I think it's really based on skill a lot of the times and reaction time. And I'm not saying that Elden Ring isn't, but like it can give you a lot to navigate those bosses.
Yeah.
And I don't know. So I don't think it's for me per se, and probably not for you. But maybe for our listeners, this is their baby. This is what they love. So.
Okay. Now, talking about mods, we're talking about cheating. That blends perfectly into the next one because we had some cheat codes activated for, at least as far as this podcast is concerned, the worst Final Fantasy. I won't call it a controversial take because I know it has its fans. I know some people enjoy it. Wait a minute, she's shooting a dog gun?
That's her special. That's her limit break.
She shoots a dog at somebody?
Yeah, it's her pet dog. I forget its name.
Hey man, whatever. So
or something, yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I just remembered it was the only one I didn't play because it came out at the time. Like I had just beaten 7.
Yeah.
Like obviously one of the favorites of all time that I had. And then this one came out and it was a pass. Like I was reading how some of the systems worked and it's like I don't want to do any of this. But you mentioned you're doing cheats. Is that because you just wanted to blast through it to see what it's all about? Did you what? Explain yourself with Final Fantasy VIII and cheats.
Yeah, this is one that again is a little controversial in whether or not you like it. And I did play it as a kid, and I played the demo disc forever. I loved it, and then when I got the game, I just fell out of it. The systems, like you said, were very different. I got to a certain point and then just dropped it. Right, so. I think I kind of owe it to myself to hey, okay, well, what's the ending? How far did I get, and is it actually, worth my time? So I get into it, and I think the mechanics were working against me as a dad, to where I'm like, you know what? It's got all these cheat codes. It's a lot of the systems are drawing magic out of creatures, right? And that burns a turn, but that's how you get magic in this game. And those are used with however many you draw out. So sometimes you draw 1 cure, other times you draw 5 cures. I think it's just a roll of the dice kind of thing. So you're supposed to gain up all those magic spells and then pair them to your stats. And that's how you get stronger. You don't get stronger with leveling up. You get stronger with the magic you draw out and the summons you kind of gear towards it. So it's very different.
Yeah.
I couldn't spend the time to do it.
And I couldn't be asked to do this.
It was just one of the things, if I took away the, losing to a battle, because I did try it, and I lost, and these save points are very far in between. We talk about runbacks with Hollow Knight and Silksong. It is similar here. You can go through, an hour's worth of battles and then lose, and you're done. So I stopped that, and now I do 9999 damage.
Yeah.
But I'm still, the story is pretty cool. It is definitely more adult than I think what Final Fantasy VII was providing. It's got a lot of time stuff to it, which is kind of neat because I don't know where it's going to go. But I think that's how I can complete it. I don't think I can complete it the OG way and grind out all these spells and lose progress, blah, blah, blah. So.
Yeah, again, I can respect. I always like some slightly different systems. And you think about, I think Final Fantasy 11 was it, or the one with lightning?
12 definitely, right? 12 had the gauntlet system, right? So
so there's been they've tried different things, right? But even when they've done it, it's usually felt they still had some respect for some of the core tenets of it. There's magic, there's ether to repair magic. You have health, you get levels when you beat things. You can get. Coins and other things like that. You can level up gear or spells, things there's just these core tenets in how the world works. And 8 always felt just what little too far.
Yeah.
Not in a sense that that's not fine or good, but it's just this isn't Final Fantasy. It's one of those funny arguments where you'll hear people say Chrono Trigger is the greatest Final Fantasy game. Not so named, but because it had so many of the systems in place, right? So it's almost more Final Fantasy than Final Fantasy VIII is. Yeah,
no, I would agree with that, and a lot of the systems are against my core values of saving. Core values. Do you know what I mean? You know how you would save...
A man's got to stand for something.
I would save elixirs and Phoenix Downs and X potions because those were the top tier things. I'm I'm gonna need them. I don't know, I'll never. And so when you have a system that you draw out magic and be well, when am I gonna get that spell again? I'm not gonna use that. And then you resort to trying an attack, and that's not gonna work. So you call on the summons, and they take forever, and they have hit points. So if they die, you have to revive them a different way. Anyway, it's a lot.
Yeah,
the cheat codes, if you don't like the mechanics, the cheat codes definitely help, so you can at least experience the story, because I do think the story has something to offer. It's kind of a neat... well, it's very teenager in the way it's written, but it's got some cool aspects.
And then
to
Cool John shows up, and he's got a hat, and he tips it. He says, "My lady."
Yeah,
but he's too cool for them, so he walks across.
There's definitely some teenager love moments, and you're like, oh no.
Skip.
Yeah, not great, but yeah. I'm gonna finish it. I think I'm gonna finish it. It'll be 25 years in the making since I've played this, so.
Oh, well, keep us posted. I'd be curious to see your kind of final review. And if it ends up being, it's like, the story was so great. I just wish there was a bit more Final Fantasy in it to have helped. So I found this exact same thing with Final Fantasy IX in my replay through, because it was on my phone. And it was just one of those things. It's like, I just don't want... When I initially played it, I probably put in 80 hours. I love that game, right?
Right.
It's like, but I can't now on a secondary kind of playthrough. So they had all these cheats available. So it's like, can't die, 9999 attack, all this kind of great stuff. So it's perfect. Let me just, I'm going to speed run it so I can experience all the beats. Yeah. All the story parts, and then
exactly
not so much worry about it.
Right. I don't want to fail. Come on, give me
the ultimate dad mode.
Yeah.
So, hey, keep us posted how that one goes. Anybody else have been playing it, or they have strong thoughts one way or the other on Final Fantasy VIII, write into us at New Dad Gaming, newdadgaming.com. Now, speaking of strength and everything else in between, this is just a really quick story, but I'm not sure if it's something you've done. My youngest said, "Hey, Dad, let's go to the park. Let's just go to the park and play some soccer." Right? And we're kicking the ball back and forth. Then he wants to do this one-on-one.
Okay.
And my youngest especially, he's getting really good at soccer. And he has all the energy, as opposed to dear old Dad,
totally.
who drinks pumpkin beer and is not exactly got his finest form. But a weird thought came to me while I was playing with him, and it's one that I saw through, in that it's you know what? He's 8, and he's getting very good at soccer very quickly, and I'm getting older.
Yeah, right.
This might be the last time I can legitimately beat him.
Oh, okay.
So I just beat the heck out of him in soccer.
I just crushed him. That's it. He's never gonna play soccer again.
There was some part of me that just wanted him to have that memory of his dad, trouncing him in soccer, where it's the old guy still got it. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's also a little bit old, because if I played possum too much, he'd call me on it, because it's he would know that I could probably do better than that.
Oh. Okay.
However, never to this extent, where it's just no, this it was just a thought. This might be the last time I will ever be able to legitimately just beat him. So I'm going to take it, and I'm going to have my victory. I'm going to put that on the shelf along with my other mementos, and then just watch that kind of that sunset comes as he eventually overtakes me. Have you ever had anything like that? Be it with Mario Kart, or not Mario Kart and you, but with a video game, with a physicality, anything where it just occurred to you, it's he almost is legitimately able to beat me now.
Yeah. Let's just take run of the mill, just Dad, I'll race you down the end of the street.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
And I know my capacity and endurance is probably going to be top speed to the end of the street and then no more.
Yeah.
So I will take your bet, and I will blast a flash, just you're not gonna catch me. Done. You're gonna call it at the end. That's it. And then he'll turn around, and this is my 15-year-old, right? So he'll turn around and be like, okay, well, we're gonna race back to the house. I'm like, no, I'm actually I'm really reveling in the, beating you right now, and I'm just gonna walk off.
Yeah.
Just.
So some would say in a sweaty, painful manner.
Yeah. I'm just.
I'm going to really enjoy this.
Yeah. So I've done those things before, where I know, again, much like yourself, I know my capacity and limits, and they're not going to stay there forever. So I will just bet accordingly, and school them when I can, so that they do have those memories of trauma and shame, and like, oh, I can't beat my dad, he's just too good, and then never race him again. I'm just kidding. I'll race him again, and he can beat me. But like,
yeah, like that. The other side of that's coming, and I think it'll be the legitimate day. The strength one is like interesting because right now it's like, especially with a 10 and a 8-year-old, super easy to just push them around.
Totally.
But that doesn't like that will come to an end because they are on the ascent, right?
Yes, they are.
And at some point, I'll be like, well, no, you have to go. Like you try to pull, they're like, oh God, like, oh no, where's all his strength coming from?
I will speak to my 15-year-old that goes to the gym every day after high school. I'm like, oh no, he can resist me now. The wrestling isn't so fun when I can't pick him up, or he is too stable for me to push over. So
as you cry, uncle.
Yeah.
You have to rely on your like wily old man tactics, like sand in the eyes, go. Dad, that was very mean.
Is that a $20 bill?
On the streets, son, this is how you have to do it.
Yeah, is that V-Bucks over there?
Oh my lord. Yeah. So, it was great. I'll take that victory. And,
awesome.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I don't know how much. It's going to be curious to see exactly when the moment. I think soccer is coming sooner than later because I was never particularly good at soccer. They are both like fairly good at it. So
yeah,
that feels like it's going to happen sooner than later. But I'll take it, man. I'll take it. When they're pros, I'll remember the one time I'll be interviewed. It's like, oh, what do you feel about your son? I remember there was this one time.
That's right. There's actually this podcast at episode 3.
And I recorded it, so it's totally legitimate.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, all right. Everybody there, we'll wrap it up for the week. Thank you so much for listening. This has been New Dad Gaming. If you like the show, you can find us on all the major podcast networks, Caster, Google Play, iTunes, anywhere you find your podcasts.
It's the pumpkin beer.
It's a pumpkin beer. This is going great.
Yeah.
Anywhere you find your podcast, look for New Dad Gaming. If you do find us on there, something that really helps the show, if you can subscribe, leave a like or even a rating, really helps the show, boost the signal, gets us out there to other gaming dads. If you had a question for the show, if you had a show idea, if you have thoughts on anything we brought up, pumpkin beer, Hollow Knight, Hades 2, beating your kids in sports while you still can, anything of the love hearing from fellow gaming dads. Reach out to us at New Dad Gaming, newdadgaming.com. Once again, thanks for listening, and until next week, my name is Trevor, and I have a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old.
And I'm Jeff. I have a 15-year-old who I can beat down the street with the running abilities, and a 12-year-old that hasn't challenged me yet.
Yeah, this pumpkin beer is not growing on me. Like, it just...
No, it's worse. Again, I'm telling you, as the temperature heats up, it's not great.
Not going, but A for effort, folks. Good brewery. Right. I'll buy you other stuff. But rough start to this year. Everybody remember, just because you became a dad
does not mean it's game over.